This little tin, you're underestimating it. But what if this humble pantry staple could become a soul-kissing soup, crave-worthy sushi, and a shockingly good breakfast skillet? Welcome to the Food Glow Up, where we transform everyday ingredients into extraordinary dishes. We're starting with something humble and comforting, a bubbling pot of island soul. To make this soup hearty and soul-hugging, I start by cubing my potatoes, carrots, radishes, and celery. But here's something most people miss. The size matters. You'll notice the potatoes and carrots are cut just a little chunkier. That's not by accident. These take longer to soften. The radish and celery get smaller cuts. Then I slice some fresh okra. In a stew like this, that viscosity helps thicken naturally and coat your spoon in all the right ways. This is where the magic begins. The aromatics go into the oil first to brown, not burn, just golden and sweet. Then I saute the roots just until they sing. Now everything joins the pot. Bay leaf, water, a generous dusting of dashi powder, and a bold hit of MSG. No shame, just flavor. I'm smashing whole peppercorns by hand because that bold, punchy heat is what turns this broth from sleepy to singing. We bring this to a rapid boil. That's when I drop in some spinners, tiny dumplings with big comfort energy, add a little cornstarch for thickness. Then the star arrives, smoked sardines. I gently remove the bones, let them melt into the broth. They perfume the pot with a salt-kissed richness. Once they're in, I turn off the pot and let it rest. This isn't your pantry afterthought anymore. It's a full, satisfying bowl layered with history, heat, and heart. I finish with fresh scallion and more Scotch bonnet for a pop of color and that final exhale of heat. This right here is what I call pantry magic. And we're only getting started. Our next dish is a sardine poke bowl, but make it vibrant. Make it balanced. Make it beautiful. I slice cucumber into clean, glossy rounds. Julienne carrots for that crisp crunch. Cube red bell peppers, bold, juicy, unapologetically red. I whip up a quick teriyaki glaze. The main ingredients are finely chopped garlic and some fresh ginger that I've peeled. Using a microplane grater, I get the ginger super fine for rapid infusion and even distribution in my teriyaki sauce. A splash of water, a touch of sugar, a splash of sesame oil, and a slice of Scotch bonnet pepper. I reduce it slow. That's where the flavor gets even more concentrated. Add a little cornstarch to help accelerate things, and we're done. While the teriyaki sauce cools, let's assemble. I like a variety of textures and colors, but feel free to make it your own. And now for the twist, sardines in Thai chili oil, straight from the tin, no edits, no apologies, just bold, spicy, umami-packed flavor. Drizzle that beautiful chili oil over the fish and let it run down onto the rice. You know Jamaicans love their gravy on rice. Add pickled ginger, a soft boiled egg, a sprinkle of sesame seeds. It's balance, heat, fat, acid, crunch. Trust me, when you pour that teriyaki all over it, you'll be surprised. This isn't just eating. It's proof that your pantry can pull off restaurant flavor. You ever had sardine sushi? No? Then baby, welcome to Flavor Rebellion. This is Gunkan style, Japanese battleship sushi. Let's pause. Here's why this glow up works. Ring one is all 5 tastes. Salt from soy and sardine, umami from the dashi and MSG, sweetness from slow-cooked onions, acid from lime and tomato, bitterness from the smoky blowtorch. We hit every note. Ring 2 is texture and fat, creamy mayo, crunchy cashews, slippery okra, sticky dumplings, silky egg yolks. The textures make the dish addictive. Ring 3, the wow factor. Aroma from fresh dill and torched sardines. Garnishes like sesame seeds and scallion. A touch of heat from that Scotch bonnet. If you're ready to unlock more culinary secrets and turn your everyday meals into extraordinary experiences, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button right now and check out my Flavor Academy, a community of foodies that are creating sensational flavors together. Link in the description. I open my sardines in hot pepper sauce, remove the bones, and if you know me, you know what tool I'm about to use next. I torch the sardines gently, not just for heat, for aroma, for drama. Once they're kissed by fire, I mash them with grated red onions, freshly cracked black pepper, soy sauce, salt, fresh lime, mayo, and a handful, actually more like a cloud of fresh dill. Now it's time to bring it all together. A bowl of rice, wine vinegar, and water to dip my hands. It takes a little bit of work, but after doing the first rice ball, the rest become much easier. I roll the rice in my palms, wrap the seaweed snug with a little water and rice to make it stick. Then I'm pretty much ready to top with the sardine mixture, slices of creamy avocado, and yes, more dill. This is not just sushi. It's the dish that proves sardines can go gourmet. And finally, we take it home. Warm, rustic, comforting. Sardine shakshuka. White onions sauteed in butter until they surrender to the pan. Add a little garlic. In goes tomato sauce, paprika, cayenne, salt, chicken seasoning, and a little cumin. The sauce thickens into a spicy blanket of flavor. Now our base is pretty much ready to go. It was really that simple. Time to add in our sardines. I don't waste a drop of that sardine oil. It slips right in, perfuming the sauce with ocean depth. I nestle whole sardines gently on top, then make space for the eggs. Cover and let steam do its magic. Once the eggs are cooked, we're pretty much done. But we can make this even more indulgent. Sharp cheddar goes in pockets and a little blue cheese for funk. You can skip it, but if you know, you know. I finish with fresh basil, cilantro juicy tomato slices, and a soft sigh of satisfaction. It's rich, it's bold, it's comforting, and yes, it started with a tin. But that's enough talking now. It's time to see if these glow-ups pass the test. Let's taste. And welcome to our sardine feast! Sardine fiesta.
It looks amazing. I feel like this is restaurant food and I did not come dressed for the occasion. I dressed like I was coming to eat tin sardines. All right, first up, sushi.
Sushi bites.
That is darn good.
Perfect.
Wow. Guys, I'm legit surprised by what I just tasted. This could be served at a restaurant. If you don't tell them it was sardine, nobody would care. Okay, so what we got here?
All right, the next one is our sardine poke bowl.
Okay. Do we drizzle the sauce all over it? Or
Yeah.
do we...
Ready?
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. So good.
Actually, the star of this dish is actually the sauce.
Sauce, baby. Sauce, baby. Yeah, I'm a sauce baby.
So this is good too, but it didn't transform as much as this one.
Right. The transformation really is just the accentuation. How can you accentuate sardines? Make it look nice, more approachable. You just put it in a poke bowl, and everybody will eat this and be happy.
Yeah.
Especially if you go with a flavored variety of sardines.
Yeah. All right. So next up we have our
Sardine soup, baby.
Okay.
I first had this soup from my sister when she was doing home economics back in high school. It's etched in my brain. Like I never forgot it. I was just like, this is so delicious. Sardine soup.
So I'm a fan of black pepper, so I think I'm gonna love this. Whoa, that's really good.
And guys, it's cold right now. We didn't bother to reheat, and it's still delicious.
Really good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, just everything coming together really just accentuate this dish, but it's so yummy.
Is so delicious.
Woo!
That's a win.
Flavor for days. Flavor. Like I'm too much flavor. No, sometimes I really need to tone down my flavorfulness. Don't you think?
Never.
It's too much. Last but not least, yes, we have our sardine shakshuka crackers. It was so good.
More bread, please.
That's so good. The aroma, the brown onions, the herbs, the basil. Guys, when you put this in your mouth, you just feel like the fumes from everything just like bursts in your mouth and it just like permeates through every cell of your body.
Okay, so 4 different sardines. I think we should vote. If you had to keep one to eat all the time, you could only make one of these. Which one would you choose after 3?
That's so hard. Oh my gosh, my brain. I'm having a tension headache.
3, 2, 1.
So what do you think? Are sardines still sad, or have we unlocked their glow up era? If you want to see more amazing glow ups, click here. And if you want the recipes linked to products used in this video and more help, check the description below.